Open your ears and lube up your butthole. It's time for the What Do We Call It podcast. Now, here's your host. It's Jmann. Welcome to the What Do We Call It podcast, and happy 4th of July. I'm your host, Jmann, and I'm all by myself. And the 4th of July carnival is going on. Yay! And I took my daughters, the Juice and the Chi-Chi, today. And I thought it was going to be a good time, but it was not. And I'll tell you why. Now, the 4th of July carnival has been going on in the city of Coon Rapids for as long as I could fucking remember, 30 years at least. And here it is, still going on, new location. And it's a smaller one now. And here's the fucked up thing. So the carnies got into town on Wednesday. They started setting up Thursday. They were finished Friday morning. Friday, nothing was going on. Nothing. I think there might have been a craft fair at the fucking skating rink. Then the next day, Saturday, nothing's going on. The rides aren't moving. The fair's not open. But they had a classic car show and concerts. So for 2 fucking days, I get nagged by my little shitbag daughters. I want to go to the carnival. We want to go on ride. The fucking carnival's not open yet. What fucking sense does that make? Now, I'm tempted to go to City Hall on Wednesday for the next council meeting and ask, hey, do our tax dollars pay for the 2 days that the carnival was sitting idle when all those people with their campers were just fingering their own assholes wishing they were making money? Because what fucking sense does that make? I get that the 4th of July is on a fucking Tuesday this year, but Jesus Christ, it's sat idle. What fucking sense does that make?
I don't know.
That's like buying a new dildo and sleeping next to it for a week before you jam it in your pussy and take it for a test drive. What the fuck? So for fucking a week, I can't wait to go on the dragon coaster. I can't wait to go to the carnival. And then to shut the fuck up, Chi-Chi. I'm sick of fucking hearing about it. I'm not in a good mood lately. So it's Sunday and the fucking carnival finally started. And I took them. And I'm not even there for 5 minutes and there's a jail dummy. Now, I don't know if he saw me, but he didn't say anything. And I'm not going to say anything to him because he still wears his Digi-Camel army pants from when he was in the military, which he hasn't been in for like 6 fucking years. And I'm not in any hurry to make light conversation with a dishonorably discharged peeping Tom. Yeah, because apparently you can get charged with interfering with privacy doing God knows what, but he did it and fuck him. Piece of shit.
Cocksucker!
So I did what I always did. I said, we got a budget of $20. We'll get as many tickets as that'll buy us. That's 25 fucking tickets. And then we're walking around, seeing what the rides cost. And they went on a ride. They started with this fucking pirate ship thing that went back and forth. And it made me think of Brownbeard, so I'm going to call him later. Go fuck yourself. And then they got to go on the fucking dragon coaster, which is a small roller coaster that's 4 feet off the ground, and it's a dragon theme, and it goes around in an oval, and they have such a great time on this rickety piece of shit. But then, as we kept walking around, that's when the fun train started coming off the fucking rails. Seriously. There's a spaceship ride. It goes in a circle. There's 6 or 7 different spaceships that you sit in and you go around in a fucking circle. That's all you do is you go around in a fucking circle. And it's 2 tickets and only the Chi-Chi wanted to go. So I told her to get in line and the lady said she has to go with somebody else. So she gets out of line 7 or 8 or 9 fucking times in a row. And finally I said, if you don't get back in the goddamn line, you're not going. And then she gets in there and she goes and sits in a spaceship. And then some boys sit in the front half of the spaceship, and she gets out. And she's walking around, and I'm just like, just pick a fucking spaceship! Russia spent less time selecting which one of their fucking apes they picked to go up in Sputnik. They spent less time and consideration selecting Bobo to get shot up into the atmosphere than you are picking a fucking rocket ship to ride around in a goddamn circle. Oh my God! Infuriating. And then we're standing there waiting for the ride to get done, and the juice thinks she sees this former classmate of hers. Oh, Daddy, look, it's not. Yes, it is a chug. It's not. It's a little black girl. And we've been having this problem for 4 fucking years with the juice. That she thinks that every little black girl that she sees is. And I lost my shit today because I was already in a bad mood. So I stopped and I'm like, not all black people look the same. God damn it, it's not. Thank Christ that the father of this little girl that was walking by didn't look at me funny. Because he was a little bit bigger than me. And I don't want to go to jail, but he might not give a fuck. As evidenced by his very, very thin dreadlocks that numbered in the hundreds, it seemed. So yeah. The juice apparently only sees one black person everywhere. She sees face on the head of every little black girl everywhere, the same way that people that read Angela's Ashes see the face of the girl from the picture on the cover every time they look at every picture of a fucking Holocaust survivor that's a child. Son of a bitch. And then the juice wants to go on the slide. The slide is exactly what it sounds like. It's a fucking slide. And it's like, I don't know, 50 feet tall. And it goes, you ride down in a potato sack that never gets washed. God knows how many different kinds of fucking disease are on that thing. Lice and poor people germs. And I'm pretty sure that potato sacks like that are why they both got molluscum contagiosum last year. Which, if you don't know what the fuck that is, it's a viral skin thing that becomes little blisters that looks like you have body herpes, and then they turn into little whiteheads that you got to pop off and bandage immediately, or else they spread. And because the beast is the beast, and she's fucking retarded, she scrubs them vigorously with washcloths in the bathtub, and she spread the molluscum all over the juice, where she went from having like 5 little pimple-looking things to like 105 in the span of a week. And it took 7 months to get rid of. Not to mention that we had to try all manner of different things, including creams and Band-Aids and apple cider vinegar and all kinds of stupid shit. So I said to the girls, all right, when we get home after the slide, you have to take a bath immediately because there could be molluscum germs on the potato sacks. They're like, I don't want molluscum. Don't let me get molluscum again. And oh my God. I said, fucking settle down. It's not for sure. I'm just trying to help you be more wary of your surroundings. It's all about situational awareness. So the juice went on the slide. And then the Chi-Chi, who said she didn't want to go on the slide, starts crying. I'm like, what's wrong? I want to go on the... Well, it's 3 tickets. How many tickets do we have? I don't know. We have 2 tickets, so you can't go because it's 3. But I want to go. And then the fucking broad working, it's looking at me. I'm like, please, woman, just fucking let her go for 2 tickets. Please fucking help me. You bitch, don't just look. Aid me. Be generous, please. Yeah, she didn't fucking do it. So the juice gets done, and the Chi-Chi's crying. I told her to wipe her goddamn tears and stop being a fucking baby, because that's how math works. I'm like, so here's what we got to do. We're going to walk all the way back to the fucking car. I'm going to get $1 out of the change cup. We're going to walk all the way back, then across the fucking carnival to the ticket booth, because it's all the way across the carnival field to get to the ticket booth. Then we're going to walk all the way back across the fucking field to get to the slide. Then you can go on the goddamn slide. We did all that. And she went up to the slide, and she's tall enough to go on her own, and she hands the lady a ticket. She's like, oh, she needs to go with someone. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, she needs to go with someone. I'm like, no, she's tall enough. Oh, she is. Yeah, okay, just go. I think you can tell by the expression on my face that I'm at business, and I'm in no fucking mood to take sass from Elena of Avalor. Google that shit. So she goes down the slide. I'm like, time to go. We spent 30 minutes with the juice complaining she's thirsty, and I'm like, I didn't fucking bring lemonade money. I brought a $20 bill. We spent it. I'm not going to buy lemonade. They probably spit in it. We can go home and drink all the water that I've already purchased or that comes out of the tap. It wasn't good enough. She wanted lemonade. I told her, stop your fucking crying. There are kids in Somalia that die of thirst, and here you are pissing and moaning about being in the sun for 25 minutes. And you went on a bunch of rides that cost my fucking money that I goddamn put in the effort to earn. And I don't get to enjoy it. I get to watch you enjoy it. And I don't even get to have a good time watching you enjoy it because I'm too busy looking over my fucking shoulder the whole time for jail dummies. And we haven't even been here for 5 minutes. I'm already calling out a code black, which a code black means, not as hilarious as it sounds, it doesn't mean we saw a black person. It means we saw a former inmate and we don't use each other's real names. We just say daddy and juice or sweet pea or honey or baby or shit like that. Fuck! So I don't even get to fucking enjoy it. And on the walk back to the car, then the little one, she goes, I can't walk. Carry me. Fuck you! No! I'm not fucking doing that shit. Ridiculous. And I just about lost it. I look, I'm like, it is 100 yards to the car. Do you know how long the Bataan Death March was, motherfucker? They took thousands of soldiers and marched them to a prison camp. And they didn't give them food or water for days. And if you dropped down to your knees, they fucking shot you or took out their samurai Bushido swords and took turns trying to lop off your head with one whack. And here you are crying about walking across pavement with shoes on for 100 fucking yards. You just went on 6 goddamn rides. Shut the fuck up. I made her walk. And we're getting closer to the car. And I don't even know where this came from. My neck hurts. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know, Christopher Reeves never complained about his neck. And it betrayed him. His legs didn't work. He wasn't very super, man. But my neck hurt. Well, I don't know what you want me to fucking do. But you know who didn't complain about their neck? Linda Lovelace. Fucking Deep Throat herself. She didn't complain about having a sore neck. And she sucked cock like nobody's business. The most famous blowjob ever on film. I'm pretty sure at some point she got a little tired. The muscles got a little distressed. But she didn't stop, did she? No! She did not stop sucking that dick. And here you are. My neck hurts. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm fucking tired of the fucking carnival. Normally I wouldn't cuss so superfluously. But I that's where I'm at right now, today. And then we get in the car and we're leaving. And I ask him, like, did you have fun? No answer. I'm like, girls. Yeah. Did you have fun? Here's the juice. Yeah, I had fun. Here's the Chi-Chi. No. What? Why? Because we didn't get to go on more rides. Shut up, Darlene! Quit fucking ruining it. It's a carnival. It's supposed to be fun. Bitch. Interact with the show on Twitter at What Do We Call It? That is at What Do We Call It? You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/What Do We Call It podcast show. You're listening to us on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that I feel like it's worth me spending my time screaming into a microphone about my shitty kids. For the What Do We Call It podcast, I'm Jmann. And that's the end.